Hello, world. It's nice to meet you. How are you? Fine. I'm glad to hear it. All right, let's go.
All right, today we're starting Unit 3, Theme 3. Can you please read the title?
Okay. Creatures old and older.
How do we learn about animals that lived long, long ago?
Scientists can use scientific methods to find out about them.
What is the scientific method?
Well, sometimes they can see a fossil and then take it out to sometimes compare to other animals, sometimes, and then find out how old it is using some mathematic methods, and sometimes they compare it to other animals to see if and use DNA scans and all sorts of other things to find out what sort of animal it belongs to and what it might look like, such as dinosaurs.
Right.
And by the way, the whale used to have webbed feet, but now all it has...
Webbed feet?
Yes, but now it's got only fins like a fish, but it's not really a fish. Because we can know that from another lesson we learned once when some people rescued a whale by keeping it wet until the tide came in and it can swim again. If you did this to a fish, the fish still won't be alive because it needs to be in water, soaked with water. A whale breathes air instead of the air we are breathing instead of the air absorbed in the water.
Right. You know a lot about these kinds of things.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't think the only thing I point out is that what you said isn't technically the scientific method. The scientific method talks about a specific procedure or a kind of method that scientists use to conduct their experiments or to conduct their research.
By the way,
Okay.
there's a joke about dinosaurs, I know. What do dinosaurs wear on their heads as a hat?
I don't know. What do they wear?
Pine cones.
Why?
Because that's the only thing they can find as a hat.
Really?
Yes.
I would think a pine cone is usually too small for most dinosaurs.
Yeah, yeah. But they can just... Okay, let's try another one.
Maybe we can get on with the lesson.
Okay, let's go. Next one.
So, before we start, let's do some phonics, okay?
Okay.
Do you know what sound CH makes? Yeah, can you have an example?
Catch, watch, which?
Well, those are TCH, so not quite CH. But TCH also makes the same.
Chat.
Oh, chat, yeah.
And chick. Chick.
Chick. So a chick of a chicken or another bird, right?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay. What sound does SH make?
SH?
Yeah.
Sh.
Can you give examples?
She. Shoot. Shot.
Yeah.
Sure. Shoe.
Oh, fantastic. You're so yeah, there's a lot of words that make this sound. Very good. Good job. What sound does TH make?
TH or th.
Can you give examples for both?
V. Thanks. Thought. Think. Let me think of
Thorn.
Thorn. Yeah.
Yeah,
thorn.
that's a lot of words. Okay. Wait. Do you know how to spell whale?
Well, of course. WALE.
No.
No?
No.
Then what?
So the letter combination of WH, do you know what sound that makes?
Oh, I've got it.
Mm-hmm.
WHALE.
Yeah.
So some words, the H is not pronounced, but it's usually well. Anyway, let me say it like this: WH is actually the same. It makes this a similar sound to W's. It's all w like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like
You're right.
what?
Yeah.
When? Which? I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying the fairy tale character witch. I'm saying if there are two people, which one is my mother? That witch.
Ah. Yeah, you're right. So the WH combination also makes the W sound. Alright, let's do some vocabulary, okay?
Okay, I've got my pen and just a minute. Okay, I've got my pen and notebook.
Okay, so your first word is your first word is ancient.
Ancient? You mean like something old?
Yeah, ancient is something that's ancient is something that's very old.
Like ancient art.
Yeah.
ACIENT.
No.
Then what?
So there's an N sound, so it's ANCIENT.
ANCIENT.
Yes. Hopeful.
Hoopful. HOPEFUL.
Okay, yeah, excellent. Hopeful. Next is unable. Unable.
Unable. UNABLE.
Unable, yeah. Confirm.
Firm.
Confirm.
Oh, confirm. Confirm, right? CONFIRM.
Yeah. Excellent. Valid.
What does valid mean, by the way?
Maybe we can find out when we read, and we
Okay.
can use some context clues to find out.
All right. VALID.
Okay, perfect. So valid. So you got all those words. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our first text.
All right. A very old fish. Wait. It seems that there is an unknown author.
This is from Time for Kids.
Time for Kids?
Yeah, so they probably just took one of the pages on there, and so the author was omitted.
Wait, what was Time for Kids?
So there's, I'm not sure if it's a newspaper or magazine, but Time is Time or Times, I'm not sure, but here it says Time. So Time is a newspaper or magazine, and I'm not sure, but they probably they either collaborated with the publisher of the textbook, or they just had a part called Time for Kids, and then the publisher of our textbook went and talked to them, and they said, okay, you can take some of our articles and put it in the textbook.
Okay. The very old fish. Let's start. The coelacanth. The coelacanth. Did I say
Coelacanth.
Coelacanth.
You can see that in the parentheses after the word, it told you how to read it. Coelacanth.
The coelacanth is an ancient fish. It lived about just a minute. 360 million years ago. Well, maybe I should say.
How do you read this? Do you know?
Yes, I know. You mean, okay, 360.
360. So 360 million years ago.
Okay.
It lived about 360 million years ago.
Okay. People first learned about the coelacanth by studying its fossils. Fossils are the shapes or remains left behind by something that lived a long time ago. Oh, okay. What's wrong? Shall I keep on reading?
Yes, please.
Okay. Alright. People believe that the coelacanth. People believe that the coelacanths died millions of years ago. But in 1938, a fisherman caught a coelacanth near Madagascar.
Do you know how to read the year 1938?
Yes. 1938.
Yeah, that would be how you read it as a number. But do you know how to read it as a year?
1938.
No.
Year 1938.
No. We would say 1938.
1938.
Yeah. We would separate the year into two parts and then read each part separately.
Since then,
what year are we in right now?
Okay. What year we are in right now, right?
Yeah. So it's 2025. How would you read that?
2025, right?
Yes.
2025.
No.
2050. How do I spell it?
2025.
2025.
Yes. So 20 is 20. You're absolutely right. But what is 25?
25.
Okay, great. So put it together. Yeah, 2025. We're in the year 2025.
Okay.
Okay, so but in 1938, a fisherman caught a coelacanth near Madagascar.
Since then, more have been caught. Now scientists are hopeful they can protect coelacanths. They believe they can help because the scientists have learned more about the fish. Coelacanths are unable to live in the warm water near the top of the ocean. They can only live deep underwater. Now, wait a minute. There are two kinds of squids I know. Both are huge, and some people say they are sea monsters. The first kind of squid is called giant squid. The second squid, well, it looks sort of like the giant squid, but it's bigger and has a different body shape. It's called a colossal squid.
Oh, I thought they would say the very giant squid, but they said colossal.
You thought I was going to say what?
I thought you'd say it's the very giant squid.
And by the way, something else interesting.
Yeah?
There was a myth in which spring forgot to come to one Viking tribe. In it, there was a sea monster called a kraken who had the tentacles of an octopus and the claws of a crab.
Ah, I think it's called kraken.
Yes, kraken.
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 Yeah.
Did it appear in any movies?
I know of one movie that's about vampires and other monsters that had a kraken in it.
Called what?
Called Hotel Transylvania. I think it's Hotel Transylvania 3, if I'm not mistaken.
It's about monsters?
So Hotel Transylvania is about vampires. But there are also other monsters in the movie.
Including krakens, right?
Including one kraken.
So there are all
in one of the movies.
There's all sorts of monsters, right?
Yeah, there's like zombies and werewolves and other kinds of monsters.
And ghosts.
I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure if there were ghosts.
Okay, anyway, it's a haunted hotel, right?
Yeah. Okay, let's keep reading. Back to our text.
Okay. Boy finds fossils. Okay, in 1999.
How do you read this?
Well,
we just learned how to read this. Maybe you can try to apply what we've learned.
Listen. 1999.
Yes, fantastic.
12-year-old how do I spell it?
Miguel.
Miguel. 12-year-old Miguel Avalos, a male scientist.
I'm not entirely certain how to pronounce his last name, but I would guess Avelas?
Avalos.
Maybe.
Miguel Avalos, a male scientist all over the world. Miguel discovered hundreds of fossils in Patagonia, in the southern part of South America. Miguel led a team of scientists to the fossils. The scientists guessed the fossils were from a lizard. The scientists studied the fossils and were able to confirm that their idea was correct. The fossils gave them valid information that this lizard had lived more than 120 million years ago. Now they had proof that it had lived in Patagonia. Miguel's discovery gave the scientists important new information.
Okay, good job, great job. Now, can we guess what the word valid means?
I think important.
So the fossils gave them valid information. Why do you think it means important?
Because if they didn't find the fossil, but they guessed in some other way that a lizard like this might lived long ago, they still wouldn't be able to see if it really did exist, how many years it was since now. But now that they have the fossil, they can use some mathematical methods to find out how long it has been.
I think it's not purely mathematical, by the way, because they still have to, a lot of it is mostly geological or even chemistry, but math is involved. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, the information is important, but how can we find out if that is what it meant? Can you look at the context clues? Because it could mean a lot of different things.
Hey, I've got one clue. The scientists studied the fossils and were able to confirm that their idea was correct. So, with this fossil, they were able to confirm their idea was correct. So I still think it means important.
Okay, so I would think that the context clues that can tell us that it's important would be below, because it says Miguel's discovery gave the scientists important new information.
Oh.
However, valid doesn't actually mean important. So, yeah, you can guess that it means important from the context clues, but sometimes the guess would be wrong.
Okay.
Actually, if you looked at the sentence you just read, that the scientists studied the fossils and were able to confirm that their idea was correct, this is more related to the meaning of valid, which is that if something is valid, it is proven and it is correct.
Oh,
So this is proven information.
Okay.
That the lizard had lived more than 120 million years ago. Okay, so valid. That's a new word that we learned.
Okay. Let's go on.
Can you please summarize what the story told us? And okay, so there should be. Sorry, not a story. My bad. It's a nonfiction, but
Which nonfiction? The first one?
Both of them are nonfiction.
Tell which one.
Okay, so could you summarize both?
Okay, in the first one, scientists found the fossils of the coelacanth, a very old fish. Some people thought it was dead by now, but some fishermen caught coelacanths, and now scientists were hopeful they can protect the coelacanths now that they had more information about them.
Wow, good job. That is the best summary I could ever think of.
And then for the next one.
Okay.
A boy, a 12-year-old named Miguel Avilas, discovered some fossils of an ancient lizard, and the scientists studied the fossils and then decided that the fossil really were to an ancient lizard.
I see.
By the way, look at the picture up here.
Yes.
This fossil is the head of the ancient lizard.
Ah.
On the picture above, scientists made a model of the lizard that lived millions of years ago. Let's look at this lizard. Okay. And it does look like a lizard, but maybe they were wrong because maybe there was some sort of maybe it was some sort of other type of reptile.
Maybe, but usually the features could probably point them towards the right direction. But yeah, there's always exceptions, and they could have gotten it wrong as well. You're absolutely right.
Okay.
So the last thing that we're going to do today is we're going to fill in our graphic organizer, okay?
Okay.
And so we're going to do it for the second text, which is about the fossils of the lizard. And you're going to write 3 main ideas, and then the 3 main ideas will be combined together to form a whole summary of the passage, which you already gave. And when you're writing the main idea, you can ask yourself questions like who, what, when, where, why, and how. For example, you can ask questions about, oh, sorry, my bad. You're going to write a summary and the main ideas about the first one, so about the coelacanth. So the questions you can ask yourself could be, for example, how did people find out about coelacanths? Or why did scientists care about coelacanths? So these kinds of questions. Okay?
Okay.
And we'll be done after we finish the graphic organizer.
Okay, just a minute. Okay.